Hi, everyone. Welcome to ENN.
Ray-Ro.
On TV.
It's brought to you tonight, of course, by our dear friends at Security Dodge. I'd like to start off by saying good evening to Michael.
Everything. Drugs. Everything.
And to Don.
There's no drugs to be had for that 30 minutes anywhere in the country.
And to Michael and Don.
Yo, we making our picks Wednesday?
Let's make them on Monday.
To myself, is Fadunkaburk like Badunkadunk? And to myself,
Excuse me? A quickie?
you see? You see, Don?
Oh, I see.
Can I get that one more time, kids?
Excuse me? A quickie?
Why did I say it like that? What a strange thing. Guys, I have so much audio to get to.
And Don hates audio.
Yeah, but not
but
during this segment.
Did you almost,
What?
Did you almost drop the S word?
Wow.
Not during this ish right here. Wow, I didn't expect
Well,
that.
Neither
I'm
did
just
I.
very comfortable today.
I guess so.
Holidays right around the corner.
All right, let's start. Do you have the playoff music? You guys got that ready, right?
All right, get it ready.
They got to have it ready. Let's hear from Coach Thibodeau on what's going on with OG offensively.
No.
Just like who we are as a team. The game tells you what to do. So if everyone's working for each other, good things come from that. A lot of the things that he does well, like run the floor, move without the ball, cut, shoot the three, as long as he stays in motion,
Play him
we
out.
get him into space. And the more guys cut, and we can drive left cutters back.
I'm not going to reveal my source.
Yeah.
I was told by somebody that if you played a drinking game where you took a shot every time Thibodeau says the game tells you what to do, you'd get hammered.
You'd be hammered all night long.
I mean, we could do it for every single manager or coach in the city.
I'm not
like
picking on
Aaron
him.
Boone would be, it's all in front of us.
Right? For Girardi, it's not what you want.
Right. Dable goes,
Just didn't play well enough.
just,
What about Salah?
he didn't have a go-to, I don't think.
I'm sure he did.
No, he did. We're forgetting. He had a couple of things. Let's
Rex
hear
Ryan would
from
be, I
Coach.
want the job.
No, please give me the job. I'm
Please,
better.
I'm so good at this.
You're making a big mistake. Trust me. Here's Coach Dable talking about the how is old Tommy DeVito feeling?
Tommy, if we were practicing today on a walkthrough, he would be limited. His forearm is sore, and we'll see where we're at. He had a walkthrough right before this. It is sore, so we'll see where we're at here. He threw in the walkthrough. I wouldn't say it's timing or a lot of depth to it or velocity to it, but he was throwing in the walkthrough. He's going to test it out here today in practice in another walkthrough. So
All right.
I'm hopeful, but it's not
okay,
100%.
new drinking game. How many times can you say walk through during one segment?
I'll tell you what, I feel sorry
Sore.
for DeVito. If he's going to keep playing and teams are going to keep blitzing, he's going to get seriously hurt. Forget about a forearm. He's going to get seriously hurt.
Well, let's ask him how he's feeling and if he'll play on Thursday.
Sore. Whole body's kind of sore. First time playing in a while. It's a couple shots. It's only not even 48 hours, so, things are still kind of just settling in. The plan is to play, yeah. Maybe just see how I feel tomorrow. Hopefully wake up feeling a little bit better after I get some more treatment today, so looking forward to tomorrow.
There's something about being body slammed repeatedly by 300-pound men, guys, that makes you feel a little bit of pain.
And you know how that feels, Peter.
Well, kind of. Wait, what did you mean?
What are you insinuating?
Because, Don, obviously my first thought was a
wrestling.
reference to wrestling,
I didn't even,
right?
I didn't even mean
That
that.
would be showing you some respect.
Right.
Yeah, like he means you're a champion.
Right. I didn't
And
mean that.
you know what it's like. Do you guys know that there are these like fakakta ridiculous websites in pro wrestling, probably like there are with everything these days, that are like basically AI? Like, not entirely, but the articles they write are just ridiculous. And they take stories and give it a fakakta headline, and it's like a half-ass article. You seen anything like this in any...
No.
Anthony, you know what I'm talking about?
Anthony has
right.
no respect for you. You've asked him two questions today. Nothing.
It's eggs.
Radio
It's what?
silence.
Is his mic broken?
No, I don't think he likes you.
He's not taking calls during ENN.
Yeah, there's no calls. What's going on? Who's on the board today, Jacob or Tom?
Jacob.
Oh, it's me today.
Jacob,
We call him
what's going on with
Ball
Anthony? Why is Ball Jacob? Why is Anthony ignoring him?
Well, one, his mic was in a guest one. So it was in a different output than it was.
All right.
And he's been busy back there. He's taking calls. He's just dropping in sound.
You sound like Dable talking about the team.
Why don't you play yourself off, Jacob?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, thank you very much, Jacob.
Taking
so
calls,
long.
My answer was I'm going to need an example.
I wouldn't say that there's much velocity or accuracy to the calls, but,
Okay. The example, Anthony, of a website that makes up fakakta things is sportskita.com.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Absolutely.
The other day, whenever I get mentioned in an article, they write about me as a former WWE champion.
I send it to them.
It has to be that. It's insane. Dominic Mysterio trashed me and Rey Mysterio, and it says Dominic Mysterio trashes 2 former champions. I shouldn't be called champion next to Rey Mysterio, guys.
But you are a champion.
You know what? You're not
wrong. It was on this show.
Let's hear
when it got taken away.
One of the great moments in the history of this show. That was a very interesting day when we made that work. Let's hear from Malik Neighbors. Let's see if things have smoothed out with this team. Did you talk with the coaches about your comments?
I had a talk with Dave's, had a talk with Joe, and we talked about it. That's just about it, really. I'm not going to share it, but just know we had a talk about it.
All right, would you maybe now change what you said?
Like I said, when I look at it, we tried to give me the ball a couple times in the first half. Just had a lack of communication. So, like I said, when I take a look back on the game and on the plays that we called, there was opportunities for me to get targets, for me to get the ball. It just, like I said, we just lacked technique. We're just out of sort as an offense. So we only had, 15 plays in the first half. They had 40-something. So, it's not a lot of plays you can get in 15 when you can call 15 plays in a half. So, yeah, if I had an opportunity to go back and change the words that I said, I would. But I still stand on what I said. I said it. I don't have no regrets with what I said. But like I said, if I had, as I look at the film,
play him out.
we just...
Okay, play him out. Thank you. A little late.
I was going to say, I was listening to Banks and Papa's podcast today, and Banks brought up, he said they ran 18 plays in the first half. And DeVito was sacked 3 times in those 18 plays. Never mind how many times they were hurried, how many times they were rushed. I mean, we're only talking about a handful of opportunities to throw him the ball. I mean, the kid's running for his life, so I don't think he really had the luxury of even having time to know where Neighbors was, never mind throwing the ball.
So he has he would change the words, but he'd say the same thing.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You do it
Thank
again.
you, Leak.
And remember, the scary thing about this,
he took the gum out.
he's a rookie.
Yeah, imagine a rookie acting this way.
I understand he's great. And I understand he was your first pick in the draft and all that, but this is a kid. Talk about lack of leadership, man. Oh my, the wheels are off, guys. This is bad.
Well, it's funny you guys bring that up because Malik was asked, does he have the clout to talk about things this way?
Why not? Just because I'm a rookie, I'm a part of a team. I mean, I got added to this team to be a resource, to be somebody that can change the game. I'm not going to just sit back just because I'm a younger guy and just not speak on how I feel. They want me to speak up. They feel like my energy helps the offense in a way that to be explosive. So that's just how I am. I'm not going to just sit back and just let it go down just because I'm a young player. Clout don't mean nothing. I still play football. I played at a high level. So whoever's saying I don't have the authority to be speaking out, that's on them.
Well, listen, he could say whatever he wants within that room, but a rookie throwing like the organization under the bus post game, it's just wow. I mean, you're really impressed with yourself.
Well, that's the thing, is that he basically said, yeah, I've got the clout because I'm probably one of the best players on this team. But there is a pecking order. You've been here 5 minutes. Nobody's saying you're not great, but you let the leaders lead. And just kind of, it's not a matter of being right or wrong. It's just, is it appropriate that a guy that has been here, 11 games, is throwing more wood on this fire?
Yeah, but if you remember Hard Knocks, Don, he said exactly how he was going to be, and they still drafted him. They showed that, Dable was interviewing him and said, how are you going to react after losses? I'm going to get upset. If you don't get the ball, I'm going to... He told them. And they said, you know what? He's so great, we're still going to pick him. So this is no surprise to any of them.
And another pick, and I'm not saying it was the wrong pick, because I think he's going to be a really, really good player, and you need great wide receivers. But this pick was to help Daniel Jones. Just like Saquon pick
Sounds familiar.
was to help Eli Manning. So you drafted, 6th overall, a really great wide receiver to help Daniel Jones, who's no longer here. Now, the good thing is he'll help whatever quarterback is going to be here because he's that good. But, your motivation has to be down the road as much as it is for the now.
All right, you mentioned Carl Banks. He popped up on Greeny. He's not happy with the Giants right now.
They can't tackle. You had Malik Neighbors who's super upset about losing and upset because he didn't get the ball in the first half. They had the ball 18 plays in the first half. So the reason he didn't get the ball is because the defense can't get off the darn field. That's a problem. I felt there were some DWIs out there, some don't want it. That has to change. You put on a uniform, you're expected to play. People are saying that they're quitting on the coach. That's the worst kind of quitting you can have when somebody's punching you in the face and you call yourself quitting. I'd rather just fake an injury or just don't show up. But you can't go out on the field as an independent contractor and think you're protesting by not playing well. They're beating your butt. I don't know that. I don't know that type of football.
Love that man.
Yeah, I do. He's the best. He's the best. I wonder if we'll see him again at the NHL store on Monday. Remember we saw him last year?
Yeah, he was terrific.
We should reach out.
Now, in other news, I have confirmed that Mike McCarthy once saw Jerry Jones commit a heinous crime.
What do you mean?
And yeah, he's the only person who saw this act.
Right.
It has to be. Because Jerry Jones was speaking on 105.3 The Fan and was asked about whether a contract extension for McCarthy could be possible. And Jones said, quote, "I don't think that's crazy at all. That's not crazy. Listen, Mike McCarthy's an outstanding coach. Mike McCarthy's been there, done that. He's got great ideas. The bottom line is no plays in my body language or anything else if you've seen an indication about what we're going to do relative to the staff at the end of the year. And we shouldn't. We've got a lot of football left. And yes, Mike McCarthy saw me kill a guy. And that's how he ended it. Because it's the only thing. I'm joking, guys, but that's am I missing something?
I don't know. But you know what's so interesting about what you're saying?
Huh.
We're kind of making fun of Mike McCarthy not being that great of a coach. Why is he still the coach of the Dallas Cowboys? Mm-hmm. Half their team played in Washington, and they won the game.
And they still won.
So you know what? How about Dable doing that? How about Dable getting his team ready to play?
Well, Jerry
Cowboys
looks
didn't
at the
give
fact
up on their guy.
That McCarthy's won a Super Bowl more recently than he.
Yeah. And you had Parsons talking some smack about McCarthy. So say what you want about Mike. I think he's an overrated coach. I don't think he's a great coach and probably doesn't deserve to continue being a coach of the Dallas Cowboys because it's not really about this year. It's about all the talent he had previous and couldn't get it done. But he managed to get his team ready to play despite all of the injuries, despite the fact that the leader on the team hit the coach out. They still came to play for him. Or for themselves, or for whoever, they came to play and beat a better Washington Commanders team. And the Giants turtled against a very average Tampa team. What does that tell you?
That is very, very true, Don. Aaron Rodgers was on Pat McAfee. He was asked, will you ever forget about the people who've attacked you?
Remember the old adage, forgive and forget? There's a little extra something that goes with that. And if there's some sort of admission of maybe wrongdoing at some point along the way, like maybe the ridiculous Orwellian mandates we put on society, or maybe the things that we said or did, or maybe this, miracle vaccine wasn't always meant to be, and some of the things that we did and said to people were wrong, then I think we can all kind of move past it. When you try and make it seem like nothing ever happened, we never mandated a vaccine. We never fired anybody for not getting vaxxed. We never humiliated people for their opinions. Maybe things will change with Bobby in charge.
Well.
Look out, man. Look out.
You looking for a cabinet position?
Bobby.
For real.
Well. Let's hear what Bobby's got to say.
There's some people quaking in their boots right now.
I could fathom.
I'll tell you that much.
I love Bobby.
He is a
Bobby's
moron.
coming.
I've never seen someone who thinks the disparity. Like, I'm not saying he's actually a dumb guy, but the disparity for Aaron Rodgers between how smart he is and how smart he thinks he is as large a chasm as you'll ever see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my level of smart. Michael has a pretty inflated sense of his own intelligence, but he's nowhere near Rodgers' level. Rodgers talks as if he is really privy to information none of us are privy to, and he's just a guy. Just a guy. Just a guy who watches YouTube videos and forms opinions.
I don't flaunt how brilliant I am.
Yes, you do.
See, you just used the word brilliant. That's how you know.
And flaunt.
Speaking of someone who may be brilliant, we're not sure yet, but he's certainly rich. Steve Cohen, where do things stand with the possibility of signing, I don't know, Juan Soto?
We're going to find out. It's either yes or no, right? There's no in between, and time will tell.
Play him off.
Yeah, listen, we'll see what happens, right? We built a great team last year, and I fully expect to do the same.
You lost me at it's either yes or no. I had an idea about
guy
that.
who's worth $21 billion.
I'll play. That's the. Yeah. What do I care? This is ENN.
Peter eliminated.
So
Steve Cohen,
he's a billionaire that has people killed.
I didn't say that, but he
yes,
could.
you did.
I said he could.
Well, why could he? I could too.
No, you couldn't have people killed. You don't have the money for it.
How
Because you
much
have to
does it
really
cost?
present somebody a lot of money.
I don't know if I find somebody absolutely desperate.
Yeah, but they're going to botch it.
Or maybe they will, but maybe they'll get it right.
I get you.
I don't know.
Don, I get you a toe by noon. That'll do it for ENN. Brought to you by Security Dodge. Shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com during their Black Friday sales event.
Well, I don't know if I've told you this, but the NBA Cup is back. You can win big.